Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cardaholics of all ages, welcome back to Big Al's Cards. Thank you so much for watching. Been a little bit, and I don't think I could have picked a better time to make a video than to talk about the brand new releases from Topps that have been both a big hit among some collectors and also a big swing and a miss among some collectors. And that is Topps Chrome Basketball 2023-24 and 2023 Topps Composite Football. For those who might not know what these products are, they're basically Topps unlicensed football cards and basketball cards. So they've obviously got access to a lot of the basketball players. Football is mostly retired players with some rookie names like Richardson, Stroud, Bryce Young, Will Levis. Those guys are in there as well. And then a bunch of legends, including Tom Brady. So they have a number of players there, but there's no logos on the cards. So the best way I know how to describe this and to visualize it is with Panini Baseball, because I don't really do basketball, football anymore. So obviously here we have a Topps Chrome Gleyber Torres Blue Auto. You can see the New York right there. They've got the Yankees logo right there. And then, of course, the Yankees logo right down there. So this is an example of a fully licensed card versus the Quick Pitch Mosaic Disco Gleyber Auto here. You have New York. They can't say the word Yankees. And if you look here, they photoshopped out everything. Looks like they missed the Nike logo and probably part of the York. But other than that, I mean, they photoshopped out the Yankees logo. They photoshopped out the New York. You can't use Yankees anywhere on a Panini Baseball card. So that's the main difference. So when you look at some of these Topps Chrome basketball cards and these composite football cards, you're going to see, for example, on a CJ Stroud, you're going to see Houston, and you're not going to see the Texans logo. You're not going to see Texans anywhere on the card. Everything's going to be photoshopped out. You look at the basketball cards, you're going to see a Wembanyama card. You're going to see San Antonio. You will not see Spurs. So that's the best way I know how to describe it. And so I've watched a number of these cards get broken. I have seen mega boxes and GameStops rated all over Twitter and everybody going hype for this product. And I have some thoughts that I, figured I'd put together a video. And I don't know if this is going to echo anybody else's thoughts in the hobby, but this is just kind of my own thoughts on this product. So, number one, I'm a singles guy right now. I don't open really hardly anything at all anymore. But I could see myself opening composite football more than I could see myself opening Topps Chrome basketball. And the reason why is I think composite, while, yeah, it's unlicensed, the cards look a lot better design-wise than Topps Chrome basketball does. So Topps Chrome basketball, like the Photoshop jobs, I don't know if you've seen anything on Twitter, but they're just atrocious. Like you've got players in just weird big white t-shirts with a number on it. It's just a little strange looking in a lot of ways. So I could see myself opening composite more than I could see myself opening basketball. But it's very interesting to see a lot of people in the hobby who have complained about unlicensed cards be so excited about unlicensed cards. It's very fascinating to me to watch this on Twitter. And there's a lot of people who are consistent, like unlicensed cards are trash, I'm not going to buy it. And that's fine. That's your opinion. My opinion on unlicensed cards is without that logo, a lot of people aren't interested in it, which means it is going to be cheaper for you to acquire an autograph or a card of somebody who you really like, and you don't want to pay a bunch of money to get that guy's autograph. So, for example, Topps Aaron Judge autographs are going to go for way more than Panini Aaron Judge autographs because they don't have that Yankees logo on it. They don't say Yankees on the card. So there's that advantage of it from a price standpoint. If you just want to get the guy's autograph, then chances are it's going to be a lot cheaper, right? But the issue, there's several issues that I run into with this product. And number one, it is just, again, a reminder that, in my opinion, Fanatics does not really care as far as the collector experience goes. This is the first time we're getting Wembanyama autographs, Stroud autographs, Bryce Young autographs in professional uniform, but there's no logos. And it's a genuine shame because it would have been so much sweeter had we actually been able to get those logos on these cards. The cards look great, especially composite. Really just composite. Chrome basketball, not that great. But I really think if, a Prism Wembanyama autograph would have done major numbers compared to the Chrome Auto. The Chrome Auto is still going to do some numbers because it's the only Wembanyama autograph in professional uniform, even if the logos are airbrushed out. But in my opinion, it's a reminder of this exclusive autograph nonsense that Fanatics keep signing people to. It doesn't do anybody in the hobby any good. I think we would rather have licensed Stroud autographs, licensed Bryce Young autographs, licensed Wembanyama autographs, and that was taken away from us because Fanatics signed them to exclusives. And that's just the way that they're going to run their business. It's capitalism at its finest. That's what they're going to do, right? They got to make money. They're going to do what's in their own best interest. They're not going to exactly do anything for the hobby. So they got to do what they got to do. But I also reserve the right to criticize that. And I think that was one of the worst things that they've done. And it's going to continue. To my knowledge, we're not going to get any licensed Caleb Williams autographs either. And as a Bears fan, that hurts because I would really like to have one. So I really hope that they, get some good cards in Prism because that's what I'm going for. But it's just, I think it's a stark reminder that this exclusive game that a lot of these places are playing with, it doesn't do us as the average collector any good. I just really think that it's a real shame that we don't get any licensed Stroud autographs, licensed Bryce Young autographs, licensed Wembanyama autographs, because those would have been some big cards. And now we have Photoshop pajama jerseys where they don't have any logos on it, but it's still signed, right? That's what matters. And I just think that it's a real shame, and it's a reminder that Fanatics doesn't really care about the full collector experience, because if they did, this exclusive autograph nonsense would have been thrown out the window a long time ago. But they got to do what's best for their business, and I'm going to reserve the right to criticize. I just think that it's exposing a lot of interesting hypocrisy in the hobby, because you got people paying big money for these unlicensed cards when they were complaining constantly about Panini Baseball. And again, there's a lot of people who are consistent and they say unlicensed cards are trash. And again, you're welcome to that opinion as well. I don't think unlicensed are trash because, again, you can get cards on the cheap if you really want it without the logos compared to the ones with. But I also understand the point that a lot of these boxes right now are highly overpriced compared to what the licensed products are doing. And maybe it's just because all box prices are ridiculously high right now. Like, that's why another reason why I do just singles these days. But box prices are just absolutely crazy high right now. And so to make a high-priced unlicensed box, now granted, that's the secondary market doing it. Topps, I think they priced Composite at like $280 a box, which in hindsight, when you look at it, really wasn't that terrible. Maybe a little high. Maybe would have gone closer to like $240 personally, but I don't make those decisions. And now they're like over $400 a box on the secondary. Part of it's because people keep buying it, supply, demand, all that fun stuff. But I just think that it's, again, the box prices are really high. Topps Chrome Basketball was like, I think, $300 a box, and now it's like $500 or $600 on secondary. So there's just, I don't know. I think it's just pointing out a lot of interesting points about where our hobby is at right now and where it's ultimately headed. I mean, if you're anything like me, you play the singles game, you're really not going to lose because you're buying stuff for your own collection. You lose if you gamble, that it's a possibility. But if you're just collecting the things that make you happy, exhibits A through E here, you can't go wrong. So if you... The point of this video is not to try to get anybody to not buy Chrome Basketball or Composite Football, because again, there's some good-looking cards in Composite Football. And if I were a ripping man, I'd try to find a mega box just to try it. I don't think I would do hobby. I think that's a really, really big gamble for a lot of retired player autographs, but again, that's beside the point. So I think that there's some pros. I think it's an interesting collecting opportunity. And I got to give Topps and Fanatics some kudos here because they had to take advantage of this or else they would have lost out on some money. This would have been the only time to release Wembanyama autographs, Stroud autographs, Bryce Young autographs. So they had to take advantage of it. They got to do what they got to do. And I can't fault them for wanting to make their money. You really can't. I think that the exclusive side of things really hurts the hobby and really hurts us as collectors. But, I mean, it's going to continue to happen. So what's the point? So all in all, I don't hate the products at all. I think that Composite is a better product visually than Chrome Basketball. I don't think I'll be buying any singles just because I don't really collect any of this stuff anymore, but you never know. The Chrome Black cards look really good, so maybe there's some Brady's in there I might go after. But prices on singles have to come down, because right now it's still pretty hype. But, I mean, overall, they're fine. If you want to buy it, go for it. If you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. It's totally fine. It's no skin off my nose. I didn't make it. But that's just my thoughts on it. I think it just points out some very interesting things in this hobby that I think more people need to consider in the grand scheme of things. But let me know what you guys think about Chrome Basketball, Composite Football. Have you opened it? What do you guys think about the cards? Are you going to buy some? Just let me know your guys' thoughts on this. I'd be very interested to know. But thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos. Hopefully I can get back into the swing of things. And until next time, bye-bye.